Hey everyone. If you hear any background noise, apologies. My 3D printer, PLA printer is going on right now. Um, this is the Wolverine Weapon X 3D resin model that I printed. And right now, I already showed off the paint I was using. I'm just doing the lower half of the base right here. Not going full coverage, just on the edges, because there's a top piece that goes on, as you can see right there. And sometimes when you print, there could be a little bit of a gap. I think mine has a little bit of a gap, so I wanted that paint to be in there just in case. Okay, and now I'm going here with the bronze, and I'm gonna actually cut out a lot of this video. I don't think everyone really wants to see every single step I'm doing. I think you guys get the gist if I kind of show what I'm doing in the beginning and then kind of showing an after product like I'm doing right here. Hey, so I'm going to be using some black here, really watered down, and I'm basically going to give the whole base a coat of this and kind of just splotch it off. I wanted to give it a little grimy, dirty look. Weapon X was a military operation. I want it to be realistic, where kind of everything's went to crap now. There were budget cuts, people got fired, and they weren't maintaining, the equipment. Equipment still technically works, but it's not as pristine and as it once was. Right here, I'm going to be using these three colors, and these are for the wires. It's basically throughout. I do use some inks for a little more vibrancy on some other wires on Wolverine himself. And I put a base coat of deck tan there just so it become a little more vibrant. So I'm going to be adding some rust effect. I actually do have dirty down rust, but wanted to go ahead and do this myself and just putting some of that typhus corrosion down. And like I stated before, government operation, it's a little bit of rust. It's not a big deal. All the equipment still checks out. And put a little bit of that red oxide in there. Red oxide's transparent. It really does a good job. As a matter of fact, you could probably just stop right here with the typhus corrosion as the base and then this red oxide. It gives it a really nice look, as you can see. But I actually went in with a little bit of pastel, a little dark orange. So right here, I put down some gloss black, and this looks like the vat the adamantium is in. So I wanted to be like a little spillage coming out. So that's what I did. I think it came out pretty good. This is me using some pastels on some of the raised areas, the Weapon X logo, and those rivets up there. And luckily, with pastels, you can clean that up pretty easily. So that's what I'm showing right there. And I lost some footage here. I'm not sure what happened, but also my camera angle's not that great. But I'm doing the flesh tone on for the skin tones, I mean, on Wolverine. I started off with a black primer. I didn't do a white zenithal highlight. I think next time I will, but I did the base as a reddish flesh, and I started working my way up higher and higher on the skin tones. I went with a base flesh next and natural flesh, and then a fairy flesh as my highlight. And I also mixed a custom color. It's very sort of like a pink, fleshy tone. I believe I show it. It just brings a lot more life in there. And then later on, I go on with a couple of washes, but I don't do it with a brush. I do it with my airbrush, and I just kind of just do a nice tint of yellow, red, and blue. All right, going to be working on Wolverine's veins. Going to be mixing these two colors. Well, only a hint of the olive gray, just a touch of green in there, and watered this down. I wanted this to be like a glaze. I didn't want it to be too strong where I would have had to go over the veins with the skin tone. So I'm just trying to apply it sparingly, and veins don't have to be exactly perfect. Some veins show, some veins don't. Some are, more strong than others. So only if you're looking at this very closely, like close up, like I'm zoomed in, can you tell there are some missed spots. But if you're looking at this on a shelf, you're not going to notice, and the veins are going to sell off the effect the way that I did them. And right here, I tried to make the LCD screen blown out. Obviously, something has gone wrong in Weapon X, and Wolverine is on the loose, so things have malfunctioned and broke. So that's what I tried to do as far as the effect. All right, working on the face, pastels, a mix of purple and black, just some of the recesses, adding some definition right there in the face. Besides the hair and the visor that I paint next, that's about it. So coming up are the glamour shots. finished product. I enjoyed making this and painting this model. Hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Thanks.